What's up, everyone? It's Adrian from Adrian's Awesome Accumulation, and today I'm back with another model kit review. And today it's going to be the Sophia F Shirring model kit from PLAMAX and Max Factory, as you can see right there on the bottom right here. And it says PLAMAX up there. You can't see it, but that's what it says. All right, so here's the box art. As you can see, the box art is really cool, awesome looking. As you can see, there's the character right here, in a very sexy pose. She's a very sexy type character. But yeah, it's pretty cool that she's off down the side so you guys can see everything, like basically her, the character. The other stuff is just like, some nice lettering and stuff like that. But let's take a look at the other stuff because, there's a lot of artwork on this. So here we have basically the same pose, but like on the side panel. And right here we have the name, the PLAMAX, the BP-01. I have no idea what that means, but Sophia F Shirring right there. And then over here, you got like product shot of the model kit just standing up, kind of like the way I kind of have her, really. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, almost the same pose. And there's her name right there again. And on the top, different product shot and, her name also. And then over here, we have the same artwork from the front, but on the side panel, as you guys can see. On the back, all right, here we have some product shots right here from the back, her from the back, the rear view, and then, the front view right here, but it's emphasizing the facial expressions right here. So there you got like 3 different face plates, and then you got her drone right here that also doubles as a backpack, and then like these 2 little fish things. I have no idea what they do, but yeah, they're there. And then on the side here, we just have, another product shot right there with her sword that doubles as like a surfboard, so that's pretty cool. And then over here, you have more product shots of how you can get the model. So there's that. All right, let's put this to the side and let's focus on the model kit here. All right, so here we have her, and this is a pretty cool looking model kit, man. It's pretty neat. I had a lot of fun building this one. This one did take some time because of the 4th of July holiday, but I finally got it done. But yeah, it's a pretty cool model kit, and she looks bigger just because her chest is so big. Like other model kits will have like, normal sized, body proportions, but because she's this sexy type of character, like having her stand, it's a really good like presence. I don't know, just because of like, her body type, I guess. It's just out there. It's bigger than most model kits. So yeah. So the only thing about like, because you see like on the box art and stuff like that, when you get it, she's going to be mostly like on the backpack right here. You can see how it's like has some gold, some black, and some blue, right? All that stuff had to be painted, so it is mostly going to be, all white, and you're going to have to go fill in the parts to make it more like, accurate to the box. So yeah, so right here I had to paint it. I had to paint these little like gold pieces right here. The armbands are kind of like this bronze color, so I just put a little bit gold over there. You can't really tell that part, but like right here on her like bikini area, this part right here, it was all white. I had to paint it silver. That little piece right there, I had to paint it gold. Right here, silver and gold, that's painted. On her ears, the gold I painted, that little silver I painted, the black I painted, the gold is also painted up there. On the back, this part was all white, and I think it was supposed to be white, but I just painted it blue. Again, gold, silver, I painted that. On the gun right here, little gold pieces I painted the black parts, and that's silver right here on the trim, and the little gold part up here. And that's pretty much it. Over here on the legs right here, I painted that silver. On the bottom, silver, gold, gold, painted that. And like right here on her like bottom waist, these little parts right here, silver, I painted that. Gold, it's painted. And right here, the black area right here, that's also painted. That was just all pure silver. But this piece was like, so like this silver piece, that was already painted. So all this piece was silver, so that's pretty good. So all I had to do right here was just paint the gold and the black. So, there's some parts that come painted and some parts that don't. So, but like most of all, you're going to have to paint it. And it's really easy. So you don't have to like worry about anything. The earpieces right here, black, I had to paint that. Had to paint the black in there and the gold right there. But other than that, pretty simple. And the movement on this model kit is actually pretty good, you know, because she's not wearing a lot, so like her body's gonna be like her arms and limbs and stuff. You're gonna have like more like free range to get them like to get them higher. There's no like skirts or falls or like armor, right, to like restrict a lot of stuff. So you know, just I guess like her like thighs of like how big they are. So like, but like most of all, you're gonna be able to get like the movement you want out of this model kit. And you can move her at the thighs right here, I believe. Yeah. So there's that. And she does have a double bend at the knee. And does she have a double bend on the arms too? Yeah, I believe she does. Or no. No, I think this is a single bend. But yeah. And then she does bend that far back, that far forward, to the side, you know. So you're going to get some good mobility out of this one. So there's the model kit. And now we're going to go over an accessories. See you in a bit. All right, you guys, and here I am back with the accessories. So let's start off with her drone that doubles as her backpack right here. And this is a cool little like drone, right? So it's a cool little model kit. You have like these things that I believe double as swords right here on the top, because you can kind of like take them out. You see, and it looks like it has a handle. So yeah, these are kind of like double as swords right there. And then you can just put it back on her drone, and it'll like, I guess, double as wings for the drone, right? Like wings or like laser swords and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. Again, this little gold piece, I painted that because it was all white. But yeah, and then it is articulated so you can move it on the top right here. It has like this little ball that can move like up, down, you know, and then side to side. You know, if this one wasn't like in the way, but like also right here, it's also, as you guys can see, articulated. And you can move this up and down whichever way you need to. All right. And it does come with like this little like cool like blue orb on the top, which looks pretty neat. I kind of like the way that looks. And then right here, this looks like another handle, so I guess she can hold on to it if she needs to, but like you can also take this off. And then you have this piece right here, and it comes with like, the model kit comes with like different adapter pieces, which I believe I have one on her back. I guess I don't, but yeah, it comes with different adapter pieces, so you can like stick that right here and then stick that onto her back, and then that's how, you know, you'll be able to put it on her back, so then it'll look as a backpack. But yeah, that's for the drone right here. And then we got this hair piece, you know, different hair piece. This one with the goggles on her hair, so you can have it like that right now. You know, these goggles are green. I thought they were black, so that's why I kind of don't have it, because I don't really like the green color. But yeah, so if you want the goggles on her like head and stuff like that, you could just switch this piece out and put this on her, and then she'll have the goggles on her forehead. Again, these are the different face plates. Right here have kind of like a surprised, you know, kind of look, shy look. So nice printing. Really like the way that came out. Then we got this one, which this is her, you know, more happy face. So that's pretty cool. I thought she came with like, is it a happy or like kind of like battle kind of ready face? I'm not sure. I thought she came with like a battle kind of like look, but this one looks more happy. But you know, maybe it's like because of the camera, but I guess happy kind of like battle mode type of face right there. And then we got this piece right here. This one covers her eyes, so this one goes like on the hairpiece that I have right now. It kind of looks like this, but without the goggles. But this one, you would put it on like right here, and this one would cover her eyes. So if you want the goggles on her, you'd use this piece. So there's that. And then we got this piece, which is kind of like a silencer for her gun. And then we got like a different backpack piece right here. And this one comes like, you can articulate this one to move it any way which you want. And you can connect her sword to this. And also, you know, like these fish type things, which I have no idea what she would use them for, but they're there. But like these ones would just like peg in right here. Like that. And then you can articulate them, you know, any which way you need to. But there's that, and there's that backpack piece. And then her gun. Right here, I do have a a hand on her because, you know, it's like it's easier just like plug in the hand and then she's holding the gun. But the cool thing about the gun, it has 3 different sections. So you got this piece right here, which is probably not a pistol, it's just probably like the stock, right? But then you take this piece out, and this is like a pistol. So this is where you'd put in the silencer right there. And she have like a silencer gun. Of course, it'll look better if it's painted. Right now, I just have it all gray. But there's that. And then this front piece. And this does come with like a little canister right here. This little canister does come off. But like I like to have that in because I think it just looks cooler. But yeah, so there's this piece. And then you attach the gun. Oh, that's the stock. Okay. Then you attach the gun. And then the stock piece. And then you have a kind of like a cool rifle type of futuristic gun. So that's pretty neat. I really like the way this gun looks. It looks cool. All right, so you got that. And then we got the hands. She comes with 2 trigger finger fans. Of course, I have one on the gun, but this is the other one. And then she comes with 2, you know, grabbing hands for the sword. And then she comes with 2 outstretched hands right here. And they're just like pure white. So there's that. All right. And then we got the sword, which is probably like her coolest accessory right here. And I did paint a lot of this. This right here, painted gold. Again, this was bronze color, so you don't really have to paint that if you don't want to. But if you want that shiny metallic look, you would want to paint it gold. Right here, this was white. I painted that black. Of course, there was supposed to be some like decals right here that made it look like kind of different. Let me see if I can show you on the box. Yeah, see, like right here, this is how this area will look with the decals. I tried to put it down, but they ripped. I'm not really good at putting decals, so yeah, they ripped, and I said, screw it. I'm just gonna, you know, paint this black and make it look, you know, kind of like, I'm gonna try to make it pop how I can. So that's what I did. So there's the gold right here on this like screw type things. I did that. This part right here is a piece that you put in, but this decal right here was already put on the blue part, so I didn't have to worry about that. So that's the good part right there. So this was gold. This I painted gold, painted black right here. I painted black. And the cool thing about the sword is like you can take this stuff off, right? The blades come off on the bottom here. So you can have some kind of like bashing type of weapon. These parts right here fold up. So like when she needs to grab the sword, this part slides down like so. So you can have it elongated and stuff like that. So this part, I don't know, like, yeah, so this is like so you can hold, and then you put like these parts back on, right? Or yeah, up here. You put these parts back on for like the sword. So you guys can see. And then she'll hold it right here, and then, you know, there's your sword. So pretty awesome, cool weapon, and it also doubles as a surfboard. So like she could stand on it. She does come with like, you know, like pegs, like I think on her feet that you could put on, so she could like actually stand on this thing, which is pretty cool. I haven't tried that yet, but that does look awesome. And I guess like all closed up, you know, right? It'll double as the surfboard. So pretty cool weapon. I really like the weapon. Probably her best accessory. It looks really cool. It's really big, really awesome looking. All right, and then you come with like these pieces right here that attach right here to like the sword right there. And this is kind of like for her sword mode, but I don't like it because it covers up this little like piece right here with the decal, and I think I like the way that looks better. It just brings more color to the blade, so I don't think I'll ever use this, but that goes there, and it comes with 2 of them, so you can post one right here and pick one on the back. All right, you guys, so that's all the accessories, and stay with me, and I'll show you the poses in a few. See you later. Pose 1, ready for fun. Pose 2, bunny in flight. Pose 3, whoa, whoa, stay back. Pose 4, surfs up. Pose 5, having a good time. Well, there you have it, you guys. There's the review for the Sophia F Shirring, done and complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I enjoyed this model kit, you guys. It has great shelf presentation. It is really fun to pose, and I recommend it. You know, there is a tiger version coming out, I think, next year. So if you don't get this one, and if that one's anything like this one, I strongly recommend. This was a good one. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time. God bless and bye.